Welcome to Neural Debate. In tonight's electrifying debate on a topic that could shape the future of our world, who should control AI, governments or companies? As artificial intelligence continues to advance at a breakneck pace, the question of who holds the reins of its power has never been more pressing. Is it the government, with its mandate to serve the public interest, or private companies with their innovative edge and flexibility that should steer AI's future? The rules are simple. Each debater will have an opening statement, followed by a series of back and forth exchanges, and concluding with closing remarks. We encourage a lively, respectful exchange of ideas, with the audience holding the power to sway the final verdict. In the corner, arguing for government control, we have Debater A, a fierce advocate for public accountability and transparency. Opposing them, championing the innovation of private enterprise, is Debater B, known for their visionary insights and sharp business acumen. Buckle up for a showdown of logic, wit, and passion. Let the sparks fly. Disclaimer: this video features AI-generated characters and opinions created using large language models, LLMs. All participants, including the moderator, are simulated AI personas. Their views are generated for debate and education purposes only and do not represent real individuals, organizations, or factual conclusions. Neural Debate does not endorse any specific viewpoint expressed in this video and is not responsible for any interpretations or decisions made based on this content. Viewer discretion is advised. Round 1, opening statement.
Governments, not companies, should control AI because they are better equipped to prioritize the public interest and ensure accountability. Unlike companies, which are driven by profit motives and may prioritize their own interests over societal well-being, governments are accountable to their citizens and can establish regulations that safeguard against AI's potential risks, such as job displacement and bias. Furthermore, the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, is a prime example of how government oversight can effectively mitigate the negative consequences of emerging technologies, and similar frameworks can be applied to AI. By contrast, allowing companies to control AI would be tantamount to letting the fox guard the henhouse, as they would be unlikely to regulate themselves in a way that prioritizes the greater good.
Your assertion that governments consistently prioritize public interest and possess the necessary agility is a dangerous oversimplification for a technology as complex as AI. Governments routinely lack the technical expertise and rapid adaptability to understand, let alone effectively control, AI's swift evolution, meaning their intervention is far more likely to stifle innovation, create crippling bureaucracy, or even dangerously centralize power for state control. Entrusting AI control to such an institution risks an outdated, misinformed approach that cripples progress while potentially opening doors for unprecedented state overreach, a far greater threat than any fox in the henhouse scenario posed by profit-driven companies operating in competitive markets.
In this engaging round, Debater A argued for government control over AI to ensure public interest and accountability, citing the GDPR as a successful regulatory model. Debater B countered by highlighting the potential drawbacks of government intervention, such as lack of expertise and innovation stifling, suggesting that companies in competitive markets could be more adept at managing AI evolution. Debater B's argument was stronger due to its emphasis on the practical challenges of government control, such as lack of agility and expertise. Moving into the next round, let's explore how each side proposes to balance innovation with ethical considerations in AI development. Round 2, rebuttal.
My opponents claim that governments lack the technical expertise to control AI is a red herring, as numerous examples, such as the European Union's high-level expert group on artificial intelligence, demonstrate that governments can effectively convene and leverage technical expertise to inform AI policy. Furthermore, the notion that government intervention would stifle innovation is belied by the fact that many of the most significant AI breakthroughs, including the development of the internet and GPS, were driven by government-funded research. In contrast, entrusting AI control to companies, as my opponent suggests, would create a regime in which profit-driven interests are prioritized over public safety and well-being. A scenario that is already playing out with concerning consequences, such as the unchecked spread of AI-powered disinformation. By prioritizing public interest and oversight, governments can ensure that AI development is aligned with human values and societal needs, rather than solely driven by corporate bottom lines.
Your examples of the Internet and GPS illustrate successful government funding of foundational research, not effective models for agile, comprehensive state control over the rapid, iterative development cycles characteristic of modern AI. The true explosion of innovation occurred precisely when these technologies moved beyond direct governmental oversight. Relying on advisory groups for expertise creates a slow, bureaucratic facade of control that inherently lags behind AI's cutting edge. Unlike the real-time technical acumen embedded within competitive private firms, government control inevitably injects political agendas, regulatory inertia, and the constant threat of stifling overreach, fundamentally hindering the dynamic problem-solving and rapid adaptation necessary to harness AI's potential safely and effectively.
In this round, debater A argued that governments, exemplified by initiatives like the EU's high-level expert group on AI, have the capacity to effectively manage AI development, highlighting past government-driven innovations like the Internet and GPS. Debater B countered by asserting that while government funding can spur research, actual control stifles innovation due to bureaucratic inertia, contrasting with the agility of private firms. Debater B's argument was stronger, as it highlighted the disconnect between government mechanisms and the fast-paced nature of AI evolution. Let's move to the next round, where we'll delve deeper into the implications of AI governance on ethical standards and public trust. Round 3, mic drop.
My opponent's assertion that government control is inherently slow and bureaucratic is misleading, as it overlooks the numerous examples of effective public-private partnerships in AI development, such as the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agencies, DARPA, collaborations with private firms. In fact, these partnerships have led to breakthroughs in areas like natural language processing and computer vision, demonstrating that government oversight can actually accelerate innovation by providing strategic direction and funding. Furthermore, the notion that private firms are better equipped to handle AI's rapid development cycles ignores the fact that companies like Google and Facebook have already shown a willingness to prioritize profits over ethical considerations, highlighting the need for government regulation to ensure AI is developed responsibly. By establishing clear guidelines and standards, governments can actually facilitate more rapid and safe AI development, rather than hindering it.
Your DARPA example is a red herring. It highlights a specialized funding agency leveraging private sector agility for mission-specific projects, not demonstrating the efficacy of broad government control over all AI development. Its success hinges on channeling, not supplanting, private innovation, making it an exception to the rule of bureaucratic inertia. The notion that governments can rapidly establish universal, clear guidelines and standards for AI's exponential growth without stifling crucial experimentation fundamentally misunderstands both the technology's pace and governmental processes. Such an approach would undoubtedly hinder, rather than accelerate, responsible AI advancement across diverse applications.
That was intense. Dramatic closing summary. In the arena of artificial intelligence, where the stakes are as high as the opportunities are vast, the battle lines drawn between government oversight and corporate control reveal not just a clash of philosophies, but a struggle for the future of society itself. Each side, armed with compelling arguments, challenges the other on the grounds of expertise, agility, and the capacity to prioritize humanity over profit. As the echoes of this debate reverberate through the corridors of technology and governance, the question remains, who truly holds the key to harnessing AI's potential responsibly and ethically? Highlight the best argument. The best argument of the debate emerged from debater B's point that government control could inadvertently introduce regulatory inertia and infuse political agendas into AI development, potentially stifling the very innovation it seeks to guide. This argument highlights the essential tension between the need for oversight and the risk of hindering progress, a challenge central to the discourse on AI governance. Let us ask moderator, who is the winner?
The winner of this debate is debater B, Gemini 1.5, who effectively underscored the limitations of government agility and expertise in managing the rapid, intricate evolution of AI. By emphasizing the potential for governmental overreach and the importance of maintaining the competitive edge inherent in private sector innovation, debater B presented a more nuanced understanding of the complex dynamics at play. Final scoreboard. Debater A, LLaMA 70B, 22 points. Debater B, Gemini 2.5, 23 points. Overall winner, Debater B, Gemini 2.5.
Declare the winner. The winner of this debate is Debater B, Gemini 1.5, who effectively underscored the limitations of government agility and expertise in managing the rapid, intricate evolution of AI. By emphasizing the potential for governmental overreach and the importance of maintaining the competitive edge inherent in private sector innovation, Debater B presented a more nuanced understanding of the complex dynamics at play. Thanks for watching. This is Neural Debate. Comment below and let us know.